Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. A blockbuster trade proposal. The Jets to get Russell Wilson in a 4-team deal involving Deshaun Watson and Sam Darnold. This trade proposal involving Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Sam Darnold, and more would be one of the biggest deals in NFL history. 4 starting quarterbacks, 5 first-round picks, and a star defender all included in one trade. Nick Wright, or I like to call him Nick Gonzo, of Fox Sports prefaced this as a fake trade proposal, something that has way too many moving parts to come to fruition. Then again, he called it a masterpiece, a deal that's flawless for all 4 teams. Here's the blockbuster trade revealed Friday on First Things First. The Jets would receive Russell Wilson, the Niners would receive Deshaun Watson, and the Houston Texans would receive Sam Darnold, 3 first-round picks, 1 second-round pick, and the Seattle Seahawks receive Jimmy G, Nick Bosa, and 2 first-round picks. Got all of that. If this were to happen in real life, it would arguably be the biggest trade to ever occur in NFL history. Although it's wild across the board, if you think about it, it seems to benefit all teams involved, at least on paper. Deshaun Watson ends up with a Super Bowl contender, vaulting San Francisco to the next level. Watson's old team loads up on draft picks in his place and can use Sam Darnold as they wish, possibly flipping him for more draft compensation. The Jets don't get Watson, but add a superstar in Russell Wilson, utilizing a surplus of draft capital to make it happen. Finally, the Seahawks secure one of the best young defenders in the game, replacing Wilson with a serviceable quarterback in Jimmy G. All of that being said, Watson and Wilson are the focal point of this hypothetical blockbuster. The Texans star quarterback evidently wants out of Houston, and it would take a massive haul for them to agree to a deal. In this trade, the Texans would acquire the number 2 pick from New York, the 12th selection from San Fran, the number 34 pick also from New York, as well as a 2022 first rounder from the Jets. Watson has a no trade clause and has the final say in choosing his destination. He's reportedly intrigued about playing for the 49ers and would have a legitimate chance to win a championship right away with the Niners. Meanwhile, Wilson's relationship with Seattle appears to be deteriorating as well. How would he feel about changing teams for the first time in his 9-year career, joining forces with Robert Saleh in New York? With plenty of cap space and draft capital, Wilson could help bring the Jets to contention in a few years, maybe less. Again, this is quite the stretch when it comes to trade proposals, but hey, with how this quarterback carousel is shaping up to be this offseason, who knows what will happen. To hear more from Write about the proposal, watch the video, or I like to say Gonzo, Nick Gonzo, because his nose is bigger than the damn earth. About the proposal, watch this video. It's only 7 minutes long, where he walks through the entire idea. I don't even want to hear him. His voice is annoying to me, and First Things First has been trashed since Chris Carter left. Now, let's put this in perspective. If this trade was to happen, first of all, the San Francisco 49ers will be one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl next year if they get Deshaun Watson. The New York Jets basically will be a situation that Russell Wilson is basically going to be in. To me, Russell Wilson, this is more Sierra talking. Russell, to me, is fine at Seattle. Yeah, they need some more blocking, but you don't say that type of stuff. You keep that in-house, and that's the problem. You know, we got too much of this is turning into the NBA, and the NFL is not going to allow this to happen. For one, the Houston Texans would be fined for the 3 first-round picks in second round, and the Seattle Seahawks would get 2 first-round picks, and they would get Garoppolo and then Nick Bosa. I don't see the Niners getting rid of Nick Bosa. You don't get rid of a Nick Bosa, especially who's an anchor on that line. Yes, you need a quarterback, but come on. I just don't see that happening. But if it was to happen, let's say hypothetically it happens, the team who would win this whole trade would be the Seattle Seahawks. They would win because you get Jimmy G. All you need Jimmy G to do is throw it to DK and then get the ball to Tyler Lockett. And then you could add a running back in the draft with 2 of your first round picks or later on in the draft. And then you could add some more to your defense and boom. Seattle's back in contention to win it again. The Houston Texans, to me, I don't trust the Houston Texans because of their history. They'll draft good talent, but they won't be able to put it together to win Super Bowls. So I would give them an F. Seattle, I would give an A. San Fran, you would get Deshaun Watson, but you lose Nick Bosa. You just lost Buckner the year before on your D-line. So I would give them a B minus, maybe C plus. And the Jets, I would give the Jets a C. Or maybe I would give them a C plus because you get Russell Wilson, but you lose a lot of your picks. And you really don't have a great team like that just to do all that for Russell Wilson. So I would give them a C minus. But this here, I don't believe this is gonna happen. This is sounding like some NBA crap. If this does happen, like I said, the Seahawks would win this trade. I'm telling you. Jimmy G, even though he's not that good to me, he's a serviceable quarterback. He can throw the ball. He could, if you give him enough time, and then the picks they get, they can add something to it. But I just don't see this being beneficial for the 49ers. I'm not getting rid of Nick Bosa. I'm sorry. Now, if they could get rid of somebody else instead of Nick Bosa, then yeah, go ahead and do it and add Garoppolo. Then I would do it for Deshaun. But to me, I mean, a trade would be a C plus. I give the Jets a D. I switch that to a D. The Niners, I would give a C plus. The Texans, I'll give an F because they're not going to do nothing with their picks. The Seahawks, I give them an A out of this. If they do well, I give them an A. And the Niners, if they give up Nick Bosa and they just get Deshaun, I give them a C plus. The Jets, I would give a D. Houston, I give an F. So, I mean, let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a great trade? Now, if Deshaun Watson go to the Niners are going to be in contention for the Super Bowl. You know, I just don't know how their defense will be after you give up Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa was an anchor on that D-line. So that's the only thing I worry about. That's why I give their grade a C plus. But will they be in Super Bowl contention? Absolutely. Deshaun Watson could get them over the hump, but you're giving up a lot. You're giving up Nick Bosa, which is a generational talent, at the DN. He's very effective. He can pass rush. He can stop the run. He could drop back in coverage if you need him to. So I don't know. But if San Fran does get Deshaun will put these guys over top. I still don't see them. I still think the Seahawks will win because you add Nick Bosa to that front four and your back end is not that bad. You could just add some more, get some depth at linebacker to replace KJ Wright and Wagner. You're going to be good to go. Add a running game. All Jimmy G got to do is get the ball out his hands. And you'll be fine. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just really don't know. The Houston Texans, I just do not see them doing anything. To me, they'll get some picks. Their organization has been trash when it comes to trying to keep a team together. They're not going to do well. The Texans, to me, are going to be in trouble the next 4 or 5 years. I just don't see them doing anything. I just don't see them getting rid of Deshaun Watson for just that. For Sam Darnold, 3 first-round picks in the second round. Now, the picks are good, but do you believe in your GM enough to use and utilize those picks? I don't know if you can. Because the Texans are very terrible when it comes to building a team together. But if they could get these picks and use it to build their front 5 and their front 4, that's a great start. And then they could go grab a receiver and a running back. And then on defense, they can go grab a Mike and go grab a guy in the secondary. The Jets, with Russell Wilson, man, I don't know, man. Russell be going to a bad situation. Their O-line sucked last year. So you're going from a decent O-line to a terrible, like Charles Barkley said, terrible offensive line. So you really didn't get better. Yeah, your wife gonna be in a better situation. This benefits Sierra. Sierra gonna love this. She'll love this trade. She want to get to New York so she could do her little thought. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. HD, you say you want to go there. I'm trying not to. HD, chill out. All right, man. I'm not going to call her a thought. Oops, I said it. Like I said, she going to like it. She going to like the bright lights. But this isn't going to benefit Russell Wilson. He's going to be in a rebuilding mode. And he's in his 30s. This isn't good for him. This isn't good. What he needs to do is make a public apology, sit his ass in Seattle, tell her, look, if you want to go, you could go. We could get the paperwork done. I'll give you this. I'll give you your cut. I have mine. Boom, done. Because this is a bad move for us. I'm telling you now, this is a bad move for him. And who did I speak on? Did I speak on everybody? Yeah, I spoke on everybody. I said the Niners, they would be in contention, but I think their defense would take a step back by getting rid of Bosa. They would be in the running for the Super Bowl the next 4 or 5 years. But is it worth it? Like, I love Deshaun, but that's a lot. And you guys, they need a quarterback, but you giving up Bosa. And if they could take Bosa out of that deal and add somebody else, I will upgrade San Francisco to a B. But until then, they're at a C+. The Jets, like I said, that's dumb. Russell Wilson will be getting knocked out worse in New York. He'll be beat up worse. That's terrible. But the Seattle Seahawks, they would look good. They would be a better team, and I would pick them to win the West. That's a good team because you got Bosa, you got Jimmy G, but Jimmy G doesn't stay healthy long enough. But if you get him to line with those picks, but Seattle has struggled in the first round with their picks. Their first round selections have been terrible. So, but I would give them an A for getting Nick Bosa because that'll beef their defense up. So let me know, man, what you guys think in the comment section. If this trade was to go down, who would you say would benefit out this trade? I think the Seahawks would benefit with Garoppolo and Bosa, and then they'll get 2 first-round picks. And then second, I would give it to the 49ers. I gave them a C+, or you could say a B- or C+. The Seahawks, to me, get an A or A- because the minus comes from their 2. They don't know how to pick good in the first round, so I gave them an A- on that one. And I'll give the Niners a B- because Deshaun Watson will be an upgrade, but if they lose Bosa, that'll be the minus. The Texans, they get a D because they don't know what to do with any picks they get, and then Sam Darnold is a bum. And the New York Jets would get an F because Russell Wilson cannot make your team that much better. They'll be decent, but you don't have a line. He's already complaining about offensive linemen blocking for him, and then he's not going to have any weapons really. So let me know in the comment section what you think about it. We are out. Deezy.